Most of us are familiar with standard police dogs patrolling the streets. Operating entirely out of the public eye is an elite tier of canine soldiers trained to execute classified insertions from helicopters directly into combat zones. Building one of these assets requires a massive financial commitment. According to Department of Defense records, the military spends up to $35,000 to put a single dog through its foundational training alone. Right now, there are over 3,500 military working dogs actively serving across the U.S. Armed Forces. They execute tactical operations daily, though the specifics of their deployments remain highly classified state secrets. The center of gravity for this entire hidden world is Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland in Texas. This sprawling facility breeds, evaluates, and trains nearly every dog that enters the military pipeline. The military allocates tens of millions of dollars to these programs because these dogs possess biological advantages, speed, bite force, and sensory perception that no current human technology can replicate on the battlefield. To acquire those biological advantages, recruiters look for highly specific genetic traits. They increasingly rely on the Belgian Malinois. This breed is lighter, faster, and more easily deployed from aircraft, allowing them to navigate the tight corridors of vehicles and ships. If we look at this animated funnel chart mapping out a typical recruitment class, the strict mathematics of the selection process become clear. Out of every 100 dogs screened for potential service, only 50 will actually complete the training. The dogs that wash out rarely fail because of a physical deficit. They are filtered out for lacking psychological resilience. If an animal exhibits excessive aggression, poor handler compatibility, or a panicked fear response, it is immediately removed from the program. For the remaining 50 dogs, the curriculum moves into one of the most scrutinized phases of basic training, bite work. During this phase, trainers focus entirely on absolute bite inhibition. Trainers teach the dogs to target a specific limb, control the exact pressure of their 238 psi bite force, and critically, release their jaws the precise millisecond a verbal release command is issued. The animal learns to project lethal force and intimidate an opponent with controlled aggression while remaining entirely subject to the handler's leash and verbal commands. If a dog cannot exercise absolute impulse control in a structured environment, it becomes a deadly liability in an active combat zone. While patrol capabilities are vital, the primary danger these teams face doesn't come from enemy combatants in the open. The main threat is hidden improvised explosive devices, or IEDs. To understand how a dog clears a room of explosives, we have to look at this side-by-side data visualization of our biological limits. A human possesses roughly 6 million scent receptors. A military working dog has 100 million. This physiological density translates to an extreme metric of sensitivity. The dog can detect a billionth of a gram of an explosive compound, picking up that scent from 200 to 300 meters away, downwind. Trainers cultivate this complex detection capability by hijacking the animal's natural desire to play. By hiding an explosive scent inside a box along with a favorite toy, the dog learns to systematically search an area, unaware that it is identifying highly volatile materials. On a live battlefield, this task requires intense focus. While searching for bombs, the dogs wear specialized tactical equipment, custom body armor, camera systems, and radio receivers strapped to their backs to take silent commands from a distance. The return on this biological investment is highly practical. A single military canine can complete a clearance sweep in 1 hour that would take a human explosive ordnance team 8 hours to do manually. Across modern conflicts, this efficiency has yielded a 92% mission success rate, preventing thousands of casualties. But 100 million scent receptors and 238 pounds of bite pressure are entirely useless without a human operator capable of interpreting them. The military enforces a strict 12-week integration phase. During this period, the assigned handler and the dog are completely immersed in each other's lives. They share quarters, eat their meals together, and exist side by side 24 hours. Through this constant exposure, the handler learns a unique visual language. They stop waiting for a bark or an obvious alert and start reading the dog's micro-movements, a slight shift in ear position, a change in breathing, or sudden stiffening of the tail. Once that baseline communication is established, trainers stress test the team. They subject the pair to combat desensitization, surrounding them with simulated gunfire, chaotic crowds, and blast sounds to ensure their connection holds. This exhaustive living protocol produces a working partnership built on absolute blind trust. In a combat zone, both handler and dog will willingly step into crossfire to protect each other. The reality of that crossfire leaves a mark. Research and veterinary data confirm that military working dogs suffer from the exact same combat trauma and PTSD as the humans they deploy with. Following intense deployments, these animals frequently exhibit psychological distress. Their trauma manifests as extreme hypervigilance, sudden behavioral changes, separation anxiety, and severe sleep disturbances. The military provides injured or traumatized working dogs with extensive care from veterinary specialists, prioritizing behavioral modification and desensitization therapies. When their service is complete, the statistics reveal the true depth of the program. 70% of handlers formally adopt their retiring canines. Often battling invisible wounds, the pair transitions to civilian life to heal each other. The next time you see a military working dog, look past the tactical gear. Behind that animal is a massive secret infrastructure of genetic science and specialized training, and a human handler relying on them as an irreplaceable brother in arms.